Green. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got assist number 5 here tonight. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to Los Angeles.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact. After taking a year to play elsewhere, it seems Gerald Green finally found his role on an NBA team in the 2011-12 season, but he just couldn't find the traction expected with the Indiana Pacers last year.
Kicks to Lee. Jacks up a 3. And Green with the basket on the assist by Lee. Green's got a couple of threes now in the first for Phoenix. The Kings trailing. Brown outside. Feeds it to Patterson. And here's Outlaw from the arc. That's good. And for Gerald Green, a 3-year, $9 million contract with the Pacers to start last season.
Yeah, they were hoping for more out of him, Kevin. He just never really settled into a role with the Pacers, and that was disappointing because Indiana's bench, I thought, really showed some weaknesses during that great playoff run they had.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game. Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Brown the pass to Patterson. From deep, Thomas takes the 3. Another 3 for Sacramento. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build the big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of feeling each other out here, and neither team has been able to find an edge in this game.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Kings ahead, up by 2. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here from the U.S. Airways Center. Tune in next Sunday. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Malcolm Lee is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Plumlee in at the center position. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, Ben McLemore grew up in poverty in the tough town of Wellston, Missouri, near St. Louis. A tiny house with up to 15 people under one roof. At times, no food, no heat. A single mother working nights to provide. And before his senior year, his high school shuttered for good. Basketball was his one escape. He said, quote,
.107 left to play here in the half. Lee with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Green, no luck.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Got a piece of it. Here's Bledsoe.
Oh, how about that basketball, man? Wow. Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Green, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Green's got it back down to single digits for the Suns. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brown against Lee. Brown outside. Cousins has got 5 points now this quarter. Phoenix with the ball. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
Yeah, and it seemed like the difference in that game, guys, was the defensive effort. They forced it.
And so we conclude the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. Good to have you. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we return, scenic view just outside Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome back, everyone. Phoenix leading by 15, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Isaiah Thomas out there with Brown, and it's Salmons in at the small forward. Bledsoe dishes to Plumlee. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. And back to Coach Hornacek, the 16th coach in Suns franchise history. He's raised his 3 kids in Phoenix. Stevie's put down roots there. Looks like he would like to stay for the long term.
Well, he was a tremendous player for the Suns back during the prime of his career. So this is a great fit, coaching the Suns. A guy who
Dragic just checked in.
that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Back to Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. Shot, no good. Great D that time from Salmons. Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Utah. Brown with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Landry. In low to Cousins. Count that one.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Bledsoe kicks to Green. Passes it to Morris. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. And it's blocked by Brown. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Chance to check out the Sacramento Kings' upcoming schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And you know, for the Rockets, that's a game they'd really like to have.
6 to shoot. The 3, Bledsoe. And the Suns miss again. The Kings trail by 11. The 3 from Thomas. Rebound by the Suns. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Brown against Bledsoe. Dishes it to Morris. This one for 3. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
How about the field goal percentage shooting this half, guys? It's gone through the roof.
Now here's Brown. Outside Thomas. Back to Brown. Beyond the arc. Green with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 14. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Outside Dragic. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Brown kicks to Cousins, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's what Phoenix has lined up on their schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. Here's Brown. Clock at 6. Puts it up. And that one hits back iron.
And you know, right here, guys, even though it's garbage time with the score and everything, this is a big chance for him to earn some extra extra minutes just to show what he's capable of.
Yeah, a lot of people may have already hit the previous channel button here, but I imagine the coach is locked in to see what transpires in these last few minutes.
Oh, man, they are putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. The change he wants to see made is a defensive one. He talked to the team about closing out much more quickly on their perimeter shooters. He thinks they've been giving them too much space out there. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded by Cousins. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Lets it go from deep. Sticks another. 3 more from Morris. Morris has got 21.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in Sac.
And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former 3-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone, Kevin. Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate, and I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the next couple of years.
Brown, good.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Suns.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games this season against this club. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it has mattered most against the Kings.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Eric Bledsoe. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jason Thompson is checked in for Cousins. Patterson comes in for Carl Landry. Travis Outlaw is checked in for John Salmons. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Marcus Thornton. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lenz checked in for Markieff Morris. P.J. Tucker comes in for Gerald Green. Goodwin's checked in for Goran Dragic. And it's Marshall in for Eric Bledsoe. Brown, good. And since he stepped into this, he's shown that he is really ready for some meaningful minutes. A great stretch of play for him.
And you know the coach has taken notice of that, Kevin. If he had gotten a chance earlier, they might not have had to dig out of the hole they were in. I mean, that's how well he's played.
Marshall passes to Len. Now, here's Marshall. He's covered closely. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Now Brown. From deep 3-point range, no good. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Goran Dragic, and Goran, what a
great game for us, for our fans. They were amazing. This kind of games is really enjoying to play, and we are hustling on every play, defense and offense, and I'm really happy that we won that game.
You enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it. Thank you, Goran. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that.
You were able to get some extra minutes tonight while your team was getting blown out, but didn't make much of an impression. What happened out there?
I don't know, man. I think the whole team was just in a funk. No one could get it going, myself included. It was just one of those games where you want to get out of there as fast as you can and move on to the next one, because you know things can't be that bad next time out. What's up, Coach? Yeah, it was a rough game. Hey, look, I really appreciate the opportunity. I just feel like everyone was a little off out there, myself included. Wow. I mean, I'll just step it up next time out. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, thanks for being honest with me, Coach. Hey, look, I'm going to do whatever it takes to work my way back up in that rotation. Yeah, that's right. I'll see you there.
Thanks for stopping by. As you know, it's important for me to regularly check in with all of our players. So, how you feeling about the team at this point of the season?
Well, I've been playing pretty well lately. I feel like if I had some more minutes, I could really take my game to the next level.
You have stepped it up lately. But coach is the one who ultimately decides on the rotation. I'll talk to him, see if there's anything we can do.
Yeah, that'd be great, but only if you think it makes.
Of course. We're always going to make a decision that's right for this organization, but I appreciate your input.
That's good to hear.
What's up, man? Just want to let you know that things seem to be going good. Like the way you're playing, doing well with the media. Keep it up, man. And there'll be more good things to come.
We see the Kings getting ready to go. The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And one of the fan favorites in this one. Outlaw kicks to McLemore. Wants to get it to Brown and does. A minute 50 left to play here in the first.
I'm a fan of Jason Thompson. He's going to give you whatever he has, whether it's 20 minutes or 30. He's got a very steady game and really gives you everything he has on the floor.
Pass to Lynn. He dishes it to Beverly. Lynn, a screen on Brown. Beverly, that one wide left.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
That gives them the lead. And Jason Thompson, a well-rounded player, Clark, can play the power forward or even at 6'11", the center.
I like him a lot, Kevin. He's got a good motor. He's got an excellent body. Works the backboards pretty well and made a nice improvement in his free throw shooting last year. Got that back up around 70%. He's a guy that helps you at both ends of the floor. Well, you know, the Houston fans could be forgiven for not having heard of Umir Ashik when the Rockets signed him as their starting center a season ago. He was a second-round pick out of Turkey in '08, a backup in Chicago, but he's quickly shown himself to be a key piece of this promising young core.
Kicks it out to Jones. From past the arc. Garcia can't get it to go.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And you have to give the Rockets credit for going after Ashik, a player who never averaged more than 15 minutes a game with Chicago, a restricted free agent with the Bulls, and became a very important part for the Rockets.
Well, they clearly saw something special with Ashik. He's a great rebounder and defender, uses his body, understands angles, and plays that verticality really well as a defensive center.
Brown kicks to Thompson. And here's Outlaw for three. Second chance shot, and the layup drops in from Thompson. Thompson's got 6.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Plenty of offense in this.
This Tuesday night, December 17th, DeMarcus Cousins and the
And Anderson kicks to Vasquez. Pass to Thompson. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And Brown throws it down. Nice option, determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Williams out there with Caspi. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Omer Ashik. And it's Cannon in at the point.
A lot was made about the Kings in their home last year, but it wasn't about how well are they playing at home. It was about where is their home going to be next season. The Kings are staying in Sacramento, but they played like it might be their last hurrah.
How about the response?
Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Lynn against Thompson. Williams for 3. It's rebounded by Vasquez. And you go back to the Kings at home last year, 20-21 record, and it was easy to see just how much tougher a team they were in this building. You know, Steve, they really looked like a team that could compete with anyone at any time.
Well, this community really rallied behind the franchise, and there was a lot of worry that maybe this was the farewell tour for the Kings fans and the players, and they played their hearts out last year. You got to give them a lot of credit for really fighting, particularly down the stretch when things looked grim.
Inside, here's Brown. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Williams kicks to Lynn. Lynn gets a screen from Ushik. Back to Williams. Shoots the three. Another miss by Williams. And here's Brown outside. And Kings on top. Up 7. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Sunday action is in full swing, so let's break down the first half for you. The Sacramento Kings ahead against Houston. Just one win away from moving into the 8th place in the conference, and they're definitely motivated. Nice ball movement offensively.
Patrol the paint. Brown out there with Isaiah Thomas in the game for Sacramento.
And he was just out there watching it happen. He acted like an innocent bystander and never got himself engaged.
Well, it's a good way to remain in the game, but it probably isn't going to get you any high fives in the locker room. Sometimes you have to show the team you're willing to stick up for them, even if it means you get tossed.
Here's Brown. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
Steve, the other thing is he's really an extremely skilled ball handler, too. He's got a little flash and dash to his game, that's for sure.
Fredette, he's checked in for the Kings.
Tell you what, it was a big move for Aaron Brooks last year because he was let go from the Kings near the end of February, but was able to work things out and make a return to Houston, the city where he found success early in his career.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Omer Ashik out of Turkey is a force defensively. He first came into the league as a bench contributor for the Chicago Bulls. Ashik said, "It was easier for me because I came to a team that was defensive-minded. Offense at the beginning was a little tough, but I believe I can improve that. When I decided to come to the NBA, my goal was to be a starting center in this league. And guys, he's making strides at the offensive end. But first and foremost, he provides that anchor inside defensively." Kevin, you have to wonder how the acquisition of Dwight Howard changes his role.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Doris. And there's the feed to Beverly. And a miss there on the triple. And Brooks played in China during the condensed season in 2011, 2012. Aaron kind of got stuck over there for a while, it seemed like.
Well, he took a chance, like a few players did, by going over, playing in China, and not being able to get out of his contract until very late in the NBA season. But he's always been a productive player, very quick, kind of an instant offense type guy off the bench.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Beverly kicks to Parsons. Beverly, the pass to Ashik. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Brown with it. He's got 8. Three-pointer. That's good. Brown's got the lead up to 14 now for Sacramento. Up in at the
Coming up this Wednesday night, December 18th.
And Steve, we've got a moment here to go to our State Farm assist of the game, coming on some very clever point guard play.
Well, he mans that position for a reason, Kevin, because
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Jeremy Lin, Chandler Parsons out there with Camby. Then it's Brooks, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Brown outside. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Brooks dishes to Lynn. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 8 points here for Lynn.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
He hits Brown with the drive.
So far in the game for Mr. Clutch, he's got 11 points and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter. And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home, but for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away, it's pretty dramatic. And I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Al Thornton. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Now here's Lynn. Dishes it to Howard. The jump hook, and that one's good. Howard's got 20. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Suns in Phoenix. Brooks against Brown. Tipped away. Dives for it, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clock at 6. That's good.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.